From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Students still staying away from classes in two Billings high schools after threats of violence. Just ahead, learn why students say police are on the wrong track as they try to find out who's making those threats. And $2 billion, that's what's in the Montana budget surplus. At 6:34, hear what legislative leaders think should be done with all that money. I have some ideas. They've never asked me once. 6:31, Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell with you here. A little breeze blowing the Bobcat flag up at Bobcat Stadium, making the temperature much colder than it actually is.
Yeah, tonight the temperatures are going to fall quickly, but between this morning and tonight, we're going to see a little snow try to fly across the area. Temperatures this morning into the teens. We picked up about an inch of snow in West Yellowstone. It does look like that system is working its way toward us as we go through the day today. It's not going to be much. We're mainly talking trace amounts for the valleys. Again, you can see Montana Hall all lit up there in the background. Romney Hall lit up as well. So temperatures back into the 20s for the afternoon today. Weekend may be a little warmer, but it's setting the stage for another round of snow for next week. That's all coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:31, our top story this morning, a series of school threats in Billings over the last week. Two at West, one at Billings Senior, still reverberating through classrooms. Nearly 30% of students remained absent at Billings Senior yesterday, and several students are expressing fear that police arrested the wrong person in connection to the threat. MTN's Haley Monaco reports the rise in threats seems to be part of a nationwide trend.
A staggering amount of students were absent from West High Wednesday, 1,350, and many were missing here Thursday at Senior High. Proof that even though both have not led to violence, the threats still take a toll on the school.
Senior High will get shot up December 8th. Everyone will die. That was the threat written on a bathroom stall, leading to the arrest of a student.
We don't think that he did it because he's innocent, because he was the one who went to go report it, but they arrested him anyway.
Kason Blacksmith is a freshman at Senior High, and he believes the student arrested was not the one who wrote the threat. That student, a 15-year-old, appeared in juvenile court Thursday charged with intimidation, but it's still not clear if he's the student who left the threat.
I hear a lot of people say he didn't, so.
Or if he just snapped a photo and shared it on social media.
They feel that the individual that they have at least is a person who sent the post.
Regardless, the district is taking it seriously. That threat, along with two others at West High, have taken a toll. Only 40% of West High students attended classes Wednesday. That number did rebound to more normal levels today, but more than a third of all students didn't show up for class Thursday at Senior.
Based on my estimates, there were more than 100,000 school shooting threats last school year. This year, it appears that it's going to be similar to that.
David Reedman is the founder and researcher of the National K-12 School Shooting Database, which tracks threats like this and also school shootings. He says a gun has been fired on school properties nationwide 292 times just this year.
And that is more than any other year that's been recorded since 1970.
One reason many in Billings aren't taking chances, a concerning problem that extends far beyond Billings city limits. Haley Monaco, MTN News.
In other Treasure State headlines this morning, the Montana legislature weeks away from beginning next year's budget negotiations. That's when lawmakers will determine how to use nearly $2 billion in state surplus money. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian talked to legislative leaders about what they're expecting from the budget process.
It's the role of Montana's governor to propose a budget for the next 2 years, and Governor Greg Gianforte did just that last month. Now, though, the decisions on what budget changes actually move forward are in the hands of the Montana legislature. There's no question the budget is top of mind for many lawmakers this year.
We've never seen a time like this where we have, a surplus of around $2 billion. So it's a very unique situation.
Senate President Jason Ellsworth, a Republican from Hamilton, says he believes his caucus agrees with the governor on broad goals, including investment and tax relief, but they'll want to have their own say on how those goals are accomplished. The governor's budget dedicates $1 billion in tax cuts, including large income and property tax changes.
It's the citizens' money. It's money they've paid into the state. We want to make sure that the vast majority of that, if not all of it, is given back in one shape or one form or another. The question is in what form. And I think that's what we're going to be addressing during the session.
Speaking to reporters this week, Democratic leaders said the governor's budget had similar themes to their priorities, but the details matter. They said they appreciate the inclusion of things like a child tax credit, reimbursement for care providers, and investment in the state hospital. But the proposals don't go far enough.
In critical areas, the governor's budget proposal doesn't match the scale of the multiple crises we're facing, like childcare resources, affordable housing, and mental health.
They said they wanted to see tax relief be more targeted, so the benefits are focused on the middle and working classes.
Where we need to hold Republicans accountable for policies that are bad for Montanans, policies that prioritize the wealthiest Montanans and out-of-state corporations, like we will hold Republicans accountable on those things, but where we can work with Republicans to deliver for communities, our whole caucus is up for that.
The work is already beginning. Legislative budget subcommittees were here at the state capitol on Thursday for their first meetings. The 68th session officially gets underway on January 2nd. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
In other news this morning, Father Stu, a Mark Wahlberg movie based on the life of Helena priest Father Stuart Long, returning to theaters this week, but with a PG-13 cut. The real-life Father Stu was a prominent athlete at Capitol High and Carroll College, took a stab at making it as an actor in Hollywood, but after a serious accident, he found faith. However, while in seminary, Long diagnosed with an extremely rare autoimmune disease that mimics the symptoms of ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. In April, MTN's John Riley sat down with Wahlberg for the Helena premiere and got the actor's take on portraying Father Stu.
What are your hopes that people take away from this film?
You know, everybody who sees it is touched in their own personal way, which is fantastic. And I'm just hoping that Stu is dedication, commitment, and service to God is going to rub off on people, and it's just going to challenge them when they're walking out of the theater on a very emotional high to just try to do a little bit more, just be a little bit better, you know, just do their part. And I think that's all we can ask for.
I mean, he touched a ton of lives here, but ultimately what your movie's doing is bringing his story to the levels of like a cardinal or even a pope level of reach. Mm-hmm. And I guess, how does it feel to be able to, you know, share his journey of faith with that many people?
It's amazing. It's amazing, and I know he's tickled by it. I think it was one of the first things that Bill and Father Bart said to me, that he's just getting a kick out of all of it. I was doing an interview and somebody was saying, well, you know, he was really successful as a boxer, and then, you know, he failed miserably as an actor, but then he really found his calling. And I was like, wait a second, I don't know, I got a little offended by it. And that they were so quick to judge his, you know, experience in Hollywood. You know, it's a difficult place to navigate. And so, and then it dawned on me, I said, wait a second here, we're actually here right now promoting a major motion picture being released by a major studio. I'd say that's a success in Hollywood.
Father Stu was a huge movie buff.
Yeah.
If you could have seen any movie with him, what would it have been?
I would have to say Armageddon, only because I've never seen Armageddon. I'm not a big Armageddon fan, but he was, and he was quoting it like it was scripture on one interview that I saw. So I would definitely want to see it with him to see what he got out of that. That was so enlightening. And I know that him and his dad had seen The Fighter together, so that would have been pretty amazing to see.
Marky Mark, Matt and I will take you to Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon,
I'm in. You want to
in.
come over, Marky Mark,
Yeah.
we'll take care of that. By the way, you can see our full interview with Wahlberg and more information about the real Father Stu by visiting our website. How about some holiday news? Christmas strolls in full swing. Big Sky doing a weekend of it. Starting tonight at the Meadow Village Center, you can get your picture with Santa, wagon rides, even a scavenger hunt and some holiday carols at the Big Sky Chapel. Plus, you can stroll the winter trails in and around Big Sky. On Saturday, Big Sky Town Center continues the fun with the Elf the Musical and Big Sky Winter Market. There's a Deck the Sculptures competition as well. You can find a full schedule and times by visiting our website. Well, ugly might be a harsh word, but that's what it is. It's all for fun for the holiday season. Bozeman Lodge joining the Ugly Sweater Christmas celebration today. 6 to 7, the lodge will light a tree and have holiday-inspired snacks and drinks. You could win a prize if your sweater is deemed the best of the ugly sweaters. RSVP to that number on your screen, 522-5452, or you can email the address there on your screen as well. Bozeman Lodge is on North Hunters Way.